Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Kaylin's English podcast. This podcast is designed for English learners. I'm here to help you practice your listening skills. I'm Kaylin, a professional English teacher on italki. I enjoy sports and have been lucky enough to experience various sports throughout my life. In this episode, I'm going to talk about some sports. If you enjoy playing or watching sports, then this is the episode for you. When I was 5 years old, I started playing soccer. I played until I was 17 years old, so I have several years' worth of soccer under my belt. Soccer isn't the most popular sport in the US, but it was popular for girls in my school district. There were so many females that wanted to play soccer that we had 2 teams worth of players while in high school. Soccer is a sport that is 90 minutes long, and it is played in halves, meaning 45 minutes is played, then halftime, then the final 45 minutes are played. Each team has a maximum of 11 players on the field at once, and could have a minimum of 7. You are not allowed to use your hands unless you are the goalie, also known as the keeper or goalkeeper. You can use your hands when the ball has gone out of bounds, and you need to do a throw-in, which is when you throw the ball back into play from the sideline. You can kick the soccer ball or use your head, knees, and chest to move the ball to where you want it to go. Here are some names given to the various positions that players can be placed on the field in no particular order: keeper, striker, defender, midfielder, and sweeper. I have played all the positions before at least once. I mainly played as a striker or as a midfielder. The other sport that I played was basketball. I only played the sport for a few years, from the age of 11 until I was 13. I did have a basketball hoop in my driveway, though, so I could play whenever I wanted. Basketball has a maximum of 5 players per team on the court at one time. The positions are point guard, forwards, and guards. You could also have a center. The point guard typically controls the gameplay, as they are the ones that usually calls plays and dribbles the ball down the court. You can score 1, 2, or 3 points at a time in a game. 1 point is scored for free throws, which are awarded when there is either a shooting foul or a technical foul. 2 points are normally scored within the 3-point line, and 3 points when you are beyond the 3-point line, which is a big arching line that you can see on both sides of the court. The game lasts for 4 quarters. The total time is 48 minutes, and each quarter is 12 minutes long. The NBA is an extremely popular organization that is professional men's basketball. The acronym stands for National Basketball Association. The female version is the WNBA, Women's National Basketball Association. Now, I did say earlier that I've experienced various sports. And that is true. While going to grade school, my physical education teacher ensured that we learned and played many different sports over the course of each school year. I have learned to play football, which is known as American football in other countries. During a game, there are 11 players on the field per team. Each team consists of defensive players, offensive players, and special teams. These sets of players are on the field at different points of the game. Special teams are the players who are on the field during kicking plays, such as a kickoff, punts, and field goals. The offensive players are the ones that try to score with the quarterback in charge of setting up plays and possibly throwing the ball to various receivers. The defensive players are the ones who stop the other team from scoring, and the quarterback is not involved when the defense is on the field. Receivers play during offensive plays and during kickoffs and punts, as they are the ones that typically catch the ball. Linemen are the ones who protect the quarterback from the other team's defense. One of my brothers played football in high school, and he was a lineman. There are many positions on a football team, but I'm not going to go over all of them. The NFL National Football League is extremely popular in the US, as well as college or university football. The NFL has become even more popular in the UK, as before the pandemic, they held 32 NFL games here. It is cool to see the decorations that they use on the streets of London when an NFL game is coming. I enjoy the NFL, and I consider myself a Philadelphia Eagles fan, with a slight hope that the Cleveland Browns could do well, as I'm from near Cleveland. There are many different rules for football, but I am not going to go over all of them as that could take up a considerable amount of time. I will say a few of the foul calls though. Intentional grounding, false start, and holding. When playing football, you should wear lots of protective padding and a helmet, because this sport is rough. I think this episode has gone on long enough. I have gone over soccer, basketball, and football. There are many more sports that I could go over, but I will save some for the next episode, so stay tuned for when that episode comes available. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like more content, then please subscribe to this podcast. You can also support me on Patreon. Find me by typing in Kaylin Teacher. On Patreon, you can gain early access to the podcast and transcriptions. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Kaylin_teacher. Thank you for listening. I hope you all have a great day. Until next time, bye!